Hello everybody, welcome back. Hello Blade Vap, Rat Lord Stumbles, Delta, Mecha Ninja, and a Boulder Dash. Mecha, thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 68 months. Fruit Bat Idiot, oh my gosh, Fruit Bat Idiot, Fart Loser, Dinosaur Warlock. The Automod said, you know what, it's good enough for me. Hi Game Pro. Me too. I am so happy they put in the events for Deoxys and Ho-Oh. Well deserved as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and Lugia, sorry, not just Ho-Oh, I'm a little biased. I used to have a Fruit Bat plushie as a kid. That's adorable, Chilith. My favorite animals as a kid. Oh yeah, Chilith, I wanted to show you how the painting that you helped me with came out. Oh, let me see how well the camera will pick this up. It's a little bit too bright, but you can see I haven't adjusted the camera to be able to view this, but I'm very happy with how it came out. This is in fact a patch of lavender. You can't tell because I haven't adjusted the camera, but there's lavender here, and then there's some lavender in these little streamers and stuff in the background. So I'm very happy with it overall. Thank you for helping me with that. Yes, so this next piece that I'm working on is going to be a companion piece to this one. It's going to be like the opposite bat. So this guy's all happy. He's a bard, which is a charisma-based class. He's playing his mandolin in the sunshine. And then this guy is going to be another charisma-based class, which is the warlock. And he is going to be getting ready to cast a classic warlock spell, Hellish Rebuke. Everyone loves Hellish Rebuke. It's where you point a finger at someone and they're surrounded by hellish flames, and it's a bad time for them, but a good time for you. So I've made this guy kind of be the opposite of the other guy in as many ways as I can. I'm going to do dark colors, a really like moody, scary looking background, and then these two will go like one on one page, one on the other page on a 2-page spread. Hello Ernesto, how are you? That looks great, says Blade Vap. That looks good, says Charlotte. Thank you. Hi Kiwi. You should be, that looks incredible. Thank you very much. It's a tab? Yeah, exactly. The opposite bat is so opposite, he's upside down. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I just had a crazy, I don't even know, like a hiccup that like died as it was emerging. Hi Talon Sniper. Thinking you were gonna say Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Bat Blast. When your Hellish Rebuke is waving your finger at someone and saying no. That's basically how it is when I'm trying to discipline my cats when they're getting into something. I just point very firmly at them and go, nuh-uh, and they ignore me. It's pretty awesome. Eldritch Bats. Yeah, Eldritch Blast is like the go-to classic warlock spell. If you're ever playing a warlock, you gotta take Eldritch Blast. It will get you out of a lot of bad situations. It doesn't look that cool on its face, but it works well. I'm a big supporter of Eldritch Blast. You will get tired of it eventually, but you will never regret having taken it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my palette just a little bit because it's all full of beautiful, happy colors from working on the other Fruit Bat, and we can't have that. I only want the colors of Fey magic from now on. Alright. I'm not going to do a very good job cleaning up the palette, but it just needs to be a little better. I experimented with a couple different ideas for what spell he was going to use, but since he's supposed to be creepy, I thought Eldritch Blast. I thought Hellish Rebuke was the best choice. I considered Lightning Lure, but it turns out Lightning Lure is not, how to put it? With Dungeons & Dragons, Wizards of the Coast has a open gaming license available for creators to use all of their like core content to make their own games and sell them and stuff. But anything that's not part of the core content, like it's in an expansion pack, you can't use. And Lightning Lure is not part of the core content, so I cannot do that. Oops. Anyways, bats. Gonna be streaming after you're done, Vap. This is it, the final countdown to Pokopia. That's right, it's probably coming out at midnight, right? Oh, your little bat on the left. He looks so well loved. That's adorable. Hi, Flareon. Happy late birthday. Pokopia tonight. Heck yeah. Nice nails today, Katie. Thank you. I decided to go all banana yellow to celebrate the Fruit Bat streak that I'm on right now. Eldritch Blast is a gun for warlocks, true. Gotta work, but I got asked to tell you how I accidentally threw an extra boss fight at my party as a random encounter. I think that was one of the funniest things that's happened in all of playtesting, and I had to think about it a little bit, but I actually get like how it happened too, because that wasn't a boss that you encountered in your own playthrough, nor was it one that you had run before, and you weren't running the glow leopards, so I'm sure your brain was just like, cat? Cat? It must be the same cat, and then you just went full cat mode and you catted all over those guys. That's gotta be what happened, right? It's so funny. Kiwi is the goat of all time, and playtested like every bit of available material for Rain's Forest with her group, which is just the coolest thing ever. But did accidentally make the group fight a boss monster during a random encounter, which is also really funny. Oh my gosh. Let's see, gonna do a shorter late stream to try it out. Sounds great. Fruit bat salad. Yummy, yummy. Should have made them pink for ditto. Do not eat the cute fruit bats. Insert Walter White screaming here. I feel like we have discussed Luna here before. We have. Big cat is big cat. OMG. Why am I getting ads? Since the Switch version of Fire and Leaf Green will be compatible with Pokemon Home, we'll be able to send an infinite number of Deoxyses to Pokemon Scarlet. Powerful and respectable. Deoxy. I wanted to show, should I paint first or should I show first? You know what, Boulder's here right now. I wanted to show, I finally received the package that poor Boulder has been trying to get sent to me for like months at this point. I received my Sitting Cutie Ho-Oh from Boulder, and I really love him because he's got a little emo hairdo. Perhaps a comb over. I'm not entirely sure. I've been trying to straighten it out, but it just goes right back. It's so funny. Thank you very much, Boulder. I'm obsessed with him. He's so cute. He can sit very politely. Yes, it just got here yesterday. He can sit here very polite with his little feet and his little wings and his little flopped over hair. Oh, it's incredible. It's so good. His tail's all like flattened out because of the way they packed him, so I've been trying to bend the fibers so that it'll spread out the way it's supposed to. Like a big fire blast, like that. Maybe I should just put him down underneath like a big book and like just flatten his tail out so it doesn't look so... so shameful. I'm obsessed with him. It's so good. Thank you, Boulder. Oh my goodness. Mecca, thank you for the gift sub to Kiwi. It is your 312th gift sub in the channel. You are not allowed to escape. I knew we had to have Peak Childhood Bat Media Enjoyer package. The hairdo of all time. Shift, thank you. I was trying to figure out how to resub from mobile. You know who else is the honored one? Who? It finally arrived. Didn't realize it last. Gerard, whoa, oh. Wait, my caps disappeared. The tracking numbers have not updated. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, it did get here. We do have a hype train. Thank you very much. We are 31% of the way through a hype train. I know you don't have a Switch to, but apparently the new important NPC versions of existing Pokemon and Pokopia have new type combos. I saw that the Rotom is normal electric, not ghost. Very interesting. That Ho-Ho has Xeno hair for a tail. My mom, it does. Mans need a very gentle ironing. Is it your mom's birthday? Happy birthday to your mom, if so. That sounds like a rude comment. Extremely intriguing. Hype train for Ho-Oh. I also received a very kind gift from Stumbles that I'm stoked about. Stumbles sent me a signed Starbomb CD. It's got Danny and Ninja Brian signatures. Very cool. With all the goodies inside. And also Starbomb Player Select. This one, this is a much older one actually, and it's got all the goodies inside as well. And we've got Prey for Xbox One. I'm so stoked. Because I have an Xbox now, so I can play it. Thank you so much. This really really tickled me, Stumbles. Oh, we're gonna be praying, that's for sure. They undeadened Rotom? Yeah, the power of synth music made him alive again. Hi, Echo, that's neat, but what? That's what Muscle Man says in regular show. Woke up and done houseworking. Very good. Your mom, Mrs. Boulder. No, your mom, actually. I will enjoy stumbles, thank you. I will. Okay, so let's see. Lately I've been doing these more and more. I've been taking photos of my sketch and then coloring it really badly on my phone just to like plan out the color patterns. So I think I've got it here. I think I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna put this right off to the side and we're going to actually start drawing. I had a pretty nice birthday, all things considered. I'll put it that way. I hurt or irritated my back in a dumb way first thing in the morning on my birthday and was just so sad. I was just toweling my hair like too aggressively and my neck was just like, hey, I hate you. And it really hurt, and my neck hurt pretty much the whole day, and I had to take a lot of pain meds, but thankfully it has been healing up and is starting to feel better now. But yeah, boy, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that it would happen on my birthday. Honestly, just the peak of disrespect, frankly. Do any of the CDs include the song Smash? I don't know. How are the memes of Gen 10? They're great. All things considered. I know you saw that same bald-ass baby at the restaurant. You know what's crazy? Okay, so I actually went to that same restaurant, and they were closed because a staff member had died, so we had to go to a different restaurant. I got there and I was like, oh man, they're closed? Like being all obnoxious, you know? And then I saw the sign outside and was like, wow. Well, don't I feel like a turbo jerk? So, I did not see the bald-ass baby. Don't exactly know what all happened at the restaurant, but not good. I'm not sure if they're open again or what. Oh wait, that's the wrong color. Oh my gosh, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. My arrogance. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so the left side was going to be like yellowy red, and then the right side was going to be blue, like electric blue. I need to focus. Yeah, apparently they just straight up had a death on staff. I don't know. I don't know more than that. That was just like what the sign said, and I was like, oh my god. It's like a big restaurant too, so it must have been a pretty significant deal if they closed completely for a busy night on the weekend. It's a damn shame. Okay, we're gonna start with this yellow. Trying to follow along the sort of curvature of the body, and then we're going to switch to a reddish color down here at the bottom. Oh yeah, Toby, you'll enjoy this. For context, the accidental boss monster that Kiwi ran, she was trying to run a glow leopard and ran the fungal tiger instead. Which is frankly iconic. One of our gnarliest boss monsters. Okay, so this is going to transition into the super intense red color. And then the red is going to switch to this super neon bluish green color. There we go, and it's gonna run up behind the schnoz. I've based this particular bat on a specific type, the spectacled fruit bat, I believe it's called. It's a very cute and creepy looking type of fruit bat, which I appreciate very much. They have cute little like glasses type markings around their face, which I thought would help this guy look appropriately warlocky, like he's been studying, you know? There we go. And add some more red up in this top area to help it blend. 1 second, I'll have to catch up on the chat in a moment. I can see y'all are talking. Okay, a little more red here. Nice, okay. There's our magic spell, looking sick. Now I shall catch up here. The pizza table in your spine was not pleased. Fab, what are your stories? Really on the nose to get a back injury on your birthday at our age. Died, mostly. Died? This was the bald baby's warning to you. Hoppers is in cinema now. Oh, I saw, Goat last night. It was really cute. I liked it a lot. It was much funnier than I thought it would be. I, definitely recommend Goat. It was the Steph Curry basketball movie featuring the goat. It was really solid. The animation was beautiful. All the character designs were really cool. Like, definitely check it out if you like furry media, Zootopia, anything along those lines. It was extremely good. I was very happy with it. I thought it was going to be kind of meh, and it was solid. Your fruit bat hubris, your frubrous. How much XP and gold is Vap worth? Oh, not very much. Was that the bite of 2026? Do you have an art gallery website of some sort? It's listed as my portfolio. Oh, the website has expired. I used to have a portfolio, and then they increased the price by a lot, and I unsubscribed, and right now I don't have a professional portfolio, unfortunately. This one is a cute flying fox typeface. Yes, this is the spectacled flying fox. Not worth the effort. Her legendary loot drop is a really long paintbrush. The choo-choo didn't arrive. Oh gosh, sorry, Vap. Thanks. Leopard, tiger, practically the same thing. I'm so sorry. Big cat in the genus Panthera, equally befriendable. Vap once again with the bat slander. Creepy looking bat. I've seen photos of them from Australian wildlife sanctuaries. The water squirrels looking gorgeous. Last time she was insulting their big ears and nose at the other bat. This time it's their eyes. I don't think there's enough so's in my vocabulary to describe how sorry I am. Uh-oh. I see I have a notification on my phone. Might that have to do with Blade, perhaps? Oh my god. I received a copy of the game Bald Ball from Blade. We have Bookopia at home, and here it is, and there it goes. I can't wait to get bald with Bald Ball. Oh no. Oh, you better be sorry. Gotta cool down after housework. Is it hot out today, Echo? Warlocks in the top 5 D&D classes that wreck their eyes reading. Have a good day or night, you too. Surprisingly, Barbarian's also in the top 5 for all those late nights reading Battle Axe Illustrated. I should see more movies in theaters. Without a professional portfolio, you cease to be a professional. Trust me, a big portfolio website told me, and surely they can be trusted. Bald! Oh no, she says. Oh yes, from me. Are you gonna see or have seen Scream 7? It depends. Depends. Does it seem like it's good? Have you seen it? What's the take? Good morning, Riley. How's your trip going? Alright, I want to do the parts of the bat that are a yellowy color. The spectacled fruit bat has yellow spectacle markings, sort of like an inverted raccoon. Instead of having a black mask, it has a yellowy mask. And then it has a yellow ruff around its neck. It's a neat looking little critter. It's not even really yellow. It's like a very pale, tannish yellow. Things are fine for me. If you ever need website setup help, web dev is my job these days, so I might be able to help. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. It's like, since right now I'm not even really trying to get any particular freelance work, since I'm working all the time on Rainforest, I've just been fine letting the portfolio lapse and not exist. But eventually I'm definitely going to need to fix that. I can't just not have one forever. So perhaps once Rainforest has shipped, I will ask you your sage wisdoms on websites. I briefly, the other day, looked at using Squarespace, and it just wasn't very fun, and I didn't like it, so I stopped using it. And that was the end of that story. Pretty cool, I know. Alright, like that, and then the whole neck also is the same color. it was really hard to figure out what types of clothes a bat could wear if it's hanging upside down all the time, because everything would just like hang. So that's why he's got his scarf like hanging down below his head like that. But I couldn't give him lots of loose, flowy robes overall, because that would just be really annoying for him, I think, to have it hanging down in his face all the time. Okay. There's that. Actually, before I go any farther, I'm gonna put the, like, lighting from his flame attack on him. Let's see, it's entertaining. The twist is very unexpected. Oh, maybe I should see it then. Wonder if it's coming to streaming soon. I love how the chat looks with just a wall of mostly the Krobus Vap. It's really funny. Inverted Raccoon is my ska-core band. Makes sense. Apparently a game where you play a human who was kept as a pet by aliens or shiz, and you're trapped in your hamster ball and you want to go to the moon to eat it. So just my life. Rainforest is a portfolio of sorts. I don't think I've ever pronounced it the way I just said it right now, and I don't know how that happened or why that happened. Rainforest. Great game, I know. Is your Twitter kept up to date? I feel my most complete gallery of my own is my DeviantArt account I've had since middle school. DeviantArt is not terrible as far as sort of social media for art goes. I would say my Instagram is probably my best place to just view a big, easy to scroll gallery. Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky, I post the same things on all of them, so but it's just easier to scroll down Instagram because they put everything in a grid. Let's see, VAP with the sneaky Squarespace sponsorship. Squarespace, not fun and I hate it. Mega overpriced for what you get. You mean Blue Sky Bat Blaster? A button-up jacket could work for hanging bat. Anyway, BRB water time before I go any farther. If it's not a website that you need to change all the time or have a working store through at least. Bald ass baby, thanks for redeeming Hydrate. Meant to do the funny hyphen thing with this redeem. Rainforest. She's lying. She posts different art on all of them. Yeah, each drawing I do is actually very subtly different from all the others. So you have to view every website that I post on, including my LimeWire and my MySpace and my StumbleUpon. Otherwise, you're just not going to see everything. You're going to miss out. This is my maximum FOMO triggering social media strategy. Everyone hates it. Okay, I need to go through and lighten up all of these pencil lines because there are way too many of them and they're way too dark, and I want to do lighting highlights because this is a glowy spell that Mr. Batman is using here. Not Mr. Batman, Mr. Batman. It's different. Okay, I'm just gonna lighten all this up. I really like the color combo of like an electric teal and then a super intense red. I think those two look crazy together, so I'm hoping I'll be able to feature it more heavily here. It's a combo that's kind of hard to do with traditional media because it's hard to get those super, super bright colors, but I will just do my best. We'll see what happens. Alright, pencil is looking significantly lightened now. Some of it I'm just going to leave, and we're just going to live with it. The bat is mostly dark brown and black, so I'm less concerned about the pencil markings than I would be in an image that was like mostly yellow or something like that, for example. There we are. Oh yeah, but I brought up Goat because I also wanted to see Hopper. Hopper? I think it's just Hopper. It's gotten really good like critic reviews so far. And it looks funny. I think sometimes lately I've been a little tired of Pixar movies that are like very emotional and about like resolving family trauma. I'm just not really in the mood for it. And I'm sure Hopper will have some of that because they always do, but like a little bit's okay, you know? You can get away with a little bit. I just don't want the whole film to be about it. So. Okay, let's see. The ass baby. That's a distinction. I use NeoCities for my portfolio. It's free. I found a template for it, so it doesn't take much setup. Oh, that's convenient. I made it literally just so I could apply to SPX, so I don't know if it would look profesh. Yeah, I think I would need also... Part of why I was happy to just let my portfolio lapse is because I kind of wanted to start over with it, because the type of work that I am interested in these days has shifted. Obviously, I'm a lot more interested in like TTRPG illustration and just like general game illustration, so I think it would be a good opportunity to just totally refresh and do something different. That sounds really nice to me. Because before it was just kind of a general portfolio of like, this is all the stuff I've ever made. But I could be more specific, I really could. Okay, let's see. Do a glow on his little clauses. Like that. Everything's gonna look extremely bluish green for a while, but just bear with me, it'll even out with all the dark coatings I'm gonna be adding. Okay. I did pick up Fire Red on the Switch for myself as a birthday gift, and it's been really pleasant to play. I've played it a lot before. It's a very visited title for me, shall we say, but this time I'm doing this kind of a vague notion for a challenge run, but it's really making me laugh. I'm trying to play as though I'm like an anime protagonist, so just like a team of Pokemon that have like no competitive viability, unevolved, different levels of evolution, like just more like a team that looks interesting together and seems very anime styled as opposed to like a good team. So right now I have a Wartortle, a Pikachu, and a Farfetch'd. I'm several badges in. I'm not letting a lot of them evolve just because I kind of want to see where I'm going with this. But I want to get like just some weird choices, and it's been really fun. It kind of adds a certain degree of challenge in, which has been really enjoyable. But I'm also not completely restricting myself the way that I would for like a full NFE run, because I wasn't really in the mood for that serious of a challenge. I considered doing a Nuzlocke, but they make me angry because I don't like losing. Go figure. Okay, here's his little claws. And I'm gonna put a bit of a red glow down here. Alright, cool. That's most of the highlighting that I want to do, at least for now. Oh, I forgot his little hangy scarf thingy. One moment. Oh, I also have a Spearow who's just hanging around, unevolved, just looking cute, just there to keep us all encouraged. It's been really nice to see how beautiful the sprite work is in that game. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the scarf. Neat, neat, neat. Okay, time to catch up here. Mr. Batman. There he is. Professional and fresh, aka John Batman. Teal and red, my beloved. Hoppers with an S. Okay, my bad. Hopper 5. On digital art, it's easy to change versions for different sites, so that all I do is change what name I credit myself by. That can have a little Pixar family trauma as a treat. We can have a little bit of emotional family trauma as a treat. Hopper too. I don't know why I wanted to typing quirk that so bad. Points at Delta Spider-Man style. Tax time. I think I was telling you guys, I did find a tax specialist, but now I'm like, shoot, can I afford a tax specialist? It's really expensive. How much does one expect to pay for a tax preparer? Has anyone ever paid for a tax preparer? And if so, how much did they pay? I need some data. Let's see. This is VapChat Boulder. We all share the same brain cell here. Makes sense, makes sense. Refresh, profresh. Quiet cell. Katie's brain is speaking. When was your birthday? It was on Sunday, March 1st. As though I'm an anime protagonist, says Vap, the anime protagonist. Duck with Leak. I managed to win Charmander as my starter. Win with Charmander as my starter. Very nice. Never played Fire Red or Leaf Green. They're great games. I should try an all bugs or one type run. Went down a rabbit hole for a minute. I found the NeoCities portfolio template I used if it's useful for anyone. Oh, sweet. Thank you. A couple $100, so my taxes were simplish at the time. I've seen prices anywhere from $200 all the way up to a few grand, though. Yeah, I guess it just depends on, like, what it is you need done. Canadian prices, obviously. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. Okay. So, I've got a lot of this done. What should I do next? I think I'll just do the dark parts of his fur. There we go. Tax evasion. Yeah, that is tempting. How will I? Okay, let's see. Let's give him his little brown face, just like Al Capone. You know, a lot of people compare me to Al Capone. It is just like him, really, if you think about it. Al Capone. Who we all know is Vap's personal hero. Well, of course. Okay, mixed up some nice dark brown here. It's almost a blackish brown. No, actually, hang on. Okay, we're gonna start with the nose, I think. That'll be the easiest way to do this. And then this part of the head. And then the shape sort of swoops down over his little ears. And then okay. Good start. Just let that sit for a minute. Just like an Al Capone does my shirts, a book I never read as a kid but was always struck by the title of. Who is this Al Capone guy? Does he run a laundry? And then eventually I learned. Al Capone used guns. Vap used water guns. Al Capone busted for tax evasion. Vap busted for grease fire explosion. And also tax evasion. Unrelated, one of the comic servers I'm in just changed the server icon to the vampire teacher lady from Bailey's School Kids. I'm trying to detective out why, but it's a mystery thus far. Is no one discussing it? Is it just you alone, like, hey guys, what exactly is going on here? If so, very funny. Just imagining they've got like a channel somewhere where they're all discussing it and are like, you know what, let's just not tell this one guy and see how long it takes him to notice. Okay, up next we are going to do the wings, which are a brownish black color. Oops, I forgot his ear. That's okay, I have the color right in my hand that I need for his ear. Perfect. And then each little claw. Nice. And then rather complicated, but each of these finger joints is also going to be black. There we go. Same thing with this one. So it's almost like the very edge of the whole canvas, which is a little annoying to work with, but I will do my best. Okay, there we go. One beautiful creepy bat arm. I'm gonna do the other one in just a minute. I want to catch up on the chat first. Let's see. So true, Mecca. Oh no, people are discussing it. There's a million messages. Just trying to find the source. Like looking for a needle in a haystack. That'd be deeply funny though. I'm earmarking that idea for future pranks. Good lord, this is the most time I've ever seen the phrase Mrs. Jeepers can get it. What is happening in that server? I'm frightened. That's like that that post complaining that people just say stupid stuff on the internet, where it's like, people on here are always making things up, like Charlie Brown had hose. Charlie Brown did not have hose. God, that post gets me every time. Okay, I tried to make the feet and legs more realistic on this one. The last one I cartoonified them a little bit because he was standing up. So I had to adjust the structure of his feet to make that even remotely possible. This one is not standing up, however. It's doing exactly what bats want to do, which is hang there with their bizarre little feetsies. So they're going to be pretty darn realistic. Just weirdly long, straight legs ending in very long toes. With sharp, knobbly little claws for grabbing branch or grabbing fruit. Perfect. I guess you guys can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. Creepy fruit bat feet. I have to slide the canvas around a lot. Bring me the head of Charlie Brown. I don't know how I got to the origin of the messages, and it got no less confusing. Thank you all for going this strange journey with me. Twitch crashed partway through, but we stay silly. Show feet. I already did. They've been shown. Now they're going back away. Okay, I gotta pull up this Charlie Brown had hose tweet. Okay, according to the Know Your Meme page, it is a Twitter axiom observing how people will often assert lies or misrepresentations of history as fact. True. The tweet is, people on here will tweet anything. Charlie Brown had hose. No, he didn't. That isn't true. Such a good tweet. He really didn't. Guys, I'm sorry. Charlie Brown did not have hose. It's simply a fact. He didn't, and he won't. And he shan't, and he can't. Okay, let's work on this big wing here. Once again, we're going to do a very dark brownish black color. I'm going to start with the outer band here. And his little finger joint. Oops. Just dipped my hand into the paint on the legs. Fix that up a little. That's frustrating. Goes like that. Nice. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of the claws. Cool. Boulder, that's not true. History. Know Your Meme is claiming Charlie Brown is historical. He's a drawing. He's not George Washington. True, but he also didn't have hose. I just saw an NPC trainer say, I'm not mad to me beating them in fire red. I don't know what that robbed me of. Me neither, Toby. Don't be jealous just because you can't get to the bitches and hose like Charlie Brown can. I've been summoned via Kirby music. Classical move. Hi, Notepad. How are you? Same energy as I'm not owned. I'm not owned. As they shrink into a corn cob. Hi, Danny. Hi. Boulder, I wish so dearly I could laugh react to britches and hose. Oh, I didn't even notice he said britches and hose. That is good. Britches and lederhosen. Correction. Charlie Brown is not a hoe-haver. Not what I said, Katie. This guy, comic Charlie Brown, is a hoe-haver. Oh my god, look at the beard on this guy. He could dig ditches with that beard. It's like a spade. God, nature's amazing, isn't it? Oh yes, I want to do his inner arm next. You know, I think a big part of the whole Charlie Brown canon is that he doesn't have hose. There's like a girl he has a crush on, and it's a running bit that he can't even talk to her, but he wants to. He definitely doesn't have hose. He has friends, I think. Oh, they're not very nice to him. Maybe he doesn't even have friends. He has a dog. You know what? He has a dog. And we're gonna accept that. That's gotta be enough for him. Can we talk about what you just said? No, we can't. Doing good, hope you are too. I back read and saw it was someone's birthday recently. It was my birthday on Sunday. I wasn't at everyone's. The chances of my figuring out the G-persification are lost to time, like ancient Troy. Vap absolutely roasting poor Charlie Brown. That's a true Vap. Why won't Vap Savage? Who won't Vap Savage? Not why won't Vap Savage. Yeah, he's a bald-ass baby. I'm sorry. It's just, it's facts. We all need to grow up and face the facts. He doesn't have hose. And he won't. And he can't. Least be hoed newspaper comic character. Okay. I gotta focus. Back to the grind. Let's work on this part of the face, which is also tan. Nice. I think I wanted to make his shawl just straight up black. I might revisit that decision. We'll see how this goes. Thunkful. Okay, I think the next move is to clean up any pencil that's around the magic spell, because I want to color in the main part of his wings, which should be like this orangey color, because fruit bats have these like thin membranous wings that you can see the light right through and all the blood vessels and stuff. It's actually quite a pretty color. It's just a little eerie that you can see them that well, but what can you do? So that's going to be a major part of the color scheme of this scene. Hi, Bootsakoi, how are you? I'm gonna go open the window a little more. I'm getting too warm in here. One moment. Please hold. It's cold all day, and now I'm hot. Go figure. What's important is that I can never be at comfortable temperature. That's what really matters. Okay, I'm gonna do a free stretchies, actually. I know no one redeemed it, but I think I'm worth it. Oh, crunchy. The other way. Still crunchy, for sure. Mods. There are no mods here. You have no power here, Boulder. Thank you for redeeming Big Stretch and Hydrate, Chylith, and Stumbles. You should drink more paint water, not illegal stretches. Typical Californian day. Exactly. The temperature just can't be comfy. Okay. Thank you. The stretches have been made allowed. The water has been made had. Everything's gonna work out, y'all. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. You'll understand. Okay, I think I have sort of a complicated task ahead of me, so I'm gonna get my pencil. I'm gonna use my pencil to try and figure out what it is that I'm doing here. The water has been made had. You'll understand when you're older. You'll all understand what it means for the water to have been made had someday. Okay, I'm gonna put a a radius around the spell, showing like the area that should be painted more lightly because of the proximity of the magic. It's basically all of it. We'll just do our best here. Okay, gonna mix up a very orangey brown color for the wing membrane. Almost like a peach color. Actually, I'm gonna color drop this on my canvas first to make sure I've got it right. Grab a big pen tool. Grab a color dropper. Yeah, it's pretty much just straight up a light orange to start with. Not too strong, not too bright, just orange. So I'm just gonna mix up a nice watery orange here. And I'm gonna start with the part of the membrane that attaches to the legs, because bats have wings that stretch all the way down to their feet for maximum velocitude. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my paper towel to lighten up the band of wing membrane around the magic spell like that. I'm probably going to have to do it a couple times, but that's okay. We'll just feel it out as we go. Because I don't want it to be pure white. I want it to show some of the warmth of the orange tint underneath. I think that will look cool. It's almost like, do you know people who don't like pickles or mustard or whatever on their sandwich, but they want it to have been on their sandwich so they can remove it and then have like the very faint flavor of the residue? Like they just want like a tiny bit? That's a little bit what I want here. I want the flavor of orange having once been there. Strange, I know, but there's a distinction. Go. Okay, going back to the paper towel yet again. The question is, do I like that effect or not? I think it's fine for now. It's fine for now. That's how I'm gonna leave it. It's okay for now, and we will continue to build up layers to make it more visually interesting. Time to definitely switch to a smaller paintbrush though. A little more control over what the heck is going on here. Yeah, I kind of like this chunky effect that it's giving. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi, a je ne sais chunk. I'm gonna do inside the swirl as well, of course. There we are. Cool, okay. Yeah, it's got a certain something to it. Oh, and then there's one last little bit of wing that I didn't get to. That's just inside, right here. There we go, looking good. Okay. I catch up on the chat. My will is as strong, and my kingdom is as great, or however it goes in Labyrinth. It's one of those new verb tenses. They will have had to invent for time travel. To Daisy's daisies. She's being so patient while I work out, sitting on her ottoman. Oh, Daisy's own ottoman. I love when she tucks her little feet under like that. Goodbye, feet. Bat pterodactyl wings being attached properly in art is so important to me. Bugged me so bad as a kid when toys, etc. were like, yeah, this is just a flap on the arm, right? You know, I'm not surprised that that was something that you were bothered about as a kid. That makes sense. It's all coming together. I wanted to take a quick check before I started to get ready to go to bed soon. Yeah, it is getting late. Vapis, so you're drawing the final evolutions of the starters. Hi, Flair. Also, hi. Build-up layers like stalactites and stalagmites. What did Jenny say? Chunky Effect is my new peanut butter brand. And Jenny said, Qua, she's locked the fuck in. Jeepers update. Server icon is now the previous icon of a cute little dragon guy. Mrs. Jeepers had his photoshopped on him, the final form. Jenny said, she's so good at becoming a slug. Oh, I love this guy. It's so cute. The little creature, the thingy. The blue thing. We all love the blue thing. Alright, let's do the inside of the other wing, which is over here. Same thing, it's going to come all the way down and attach to the leggy. There is a certain degree of nonsense, I will confess, Toby, in the way that the clothes are on this fellow, because I truly just could not sort out how the wings would go, like, through the clothes. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna assume he has, like, custom tailored, like, normal clothes that have like a big slat down each side that the wing can sort of slot through, and just getting dressed is just kind of a process for him, and that's how it is. That's how it is for all bats, perhaps. Who knows? It was either I made the clothes a little nonsense or the wings a little nonsense, and I'd kind of prefer the clothes were the stupid part. Like I guess it makes sense. Like, an animal would have, like, pants with a tail hole sewn into them, right? So maybe it's like that. All bats just have bat custom tailored clothes is what I was trying to say. We will not be having any bat custard tonight. I'm very sorry if you were looking forward to that. It's been cut from the program for so many ethical reasons. Every ethical reason on God's earth. Bat custard. Nobody likes bat custard. If in doubt, make bat naked. You know, naked bats really just kind of have, I'm not gonna lie, all of their junk available and visible to see, so you can't do that. That's 100% fair. It's magic, probably. Can you confirm it's like that? Exactly, just living the side slit life. No bat custard? Bat custody. I wanted bat custard, ethically milked from bats. Can we eat burger made of cow? Only fruit custard, no bat custard. I know custard made of bat. I was really excited for today's bat custard. Now what are we gonna have for dessert? Oh my gosh, I literally forgot that I'm actually really glad you said that. I bought a Swiss roll cake on Sunday on my birthday because I was all sad that my back hurt, and then I completely forgot about it because other people gave me other desserts for my birthday, and it's just been sitting in the fridge. God, I hope it's still good. I completely forgot about it. That's so funny and sad. Poor Swiss roll. Unaware that chat is clamoring for bad custard using big black sensor bars. Better eat it tonight. I thought you were gonna say bat custard. Oh yeah, I bought some bat custard for my birthday. I hope it's still good. Can you imagine? That's so funny. Oh my god. It's probably fine. It's been in the fridge. Maybe a little dry, but I can live with that. Sometimes you just have a little dry custard in your life. Okay, we're gonna do the classic warm chocolatey brown of Fruit Bat eyes. Fruit Bats tend to have eyes that are somewhere in between, like really, really goofy and cute, and also really unnerving and strange. It's very charming. They're like large and bulbous, and they have tiny little pupils. They're just enough like a dog that you expect it to be more like a dog than it is. They're like the uncanny valley, but for dog. Fruit bats are to dogs as great apes are to humans. That's my take of the day. I hope you all savor it. Sitting in your fridge, eating your Swiss roll. Bats can probably use the tape people use to keep strapless dresses up, to keep clothes on. That's fine. It's been in the fridge. Katie solution for everything. Hey, what do you mean by that? That's so true. That milk expired 5 years ago? Probably fine. It's been in the fridge. Yeah, that's where I keep all my old cars, too. It keeps the batteries from dying. Dry custard's my new ska band. I don't know if I'll ever forget that thought, and that scares me. Aw, yay! For bonding over my intrusive thoughts entering your brain. Yay! I've had a lot more custard in my life than usual, ever since learning about the fancy pants grocery store with creme brulee. Oh, that's awesome. You're custard maxing. You've really figured it all out, Toby. Oh my god. Okay, there's that. And then the outside of the wing is also going to be a dark brown color, but not as dark as some of the stuff I've been doing so far. So I'm just gonna mix up a brownish black here. Whoops, that's super dark. Okay. Kind of the opposite of what I was going for, actually. Alright, we're just gonna start with this and we'll work our way forward. So this is like the leathery outside of the folded wing. not sure how best to hold my hand to make this comfortable. Something like that. Very convenient that the outside of the wing is like pretty different in color from the inside because it makes it a lot clearer just like what is happening in this scene. He's got his wing kind of folded over. Otherwise I just think this wouldn't look clear at all. Alright, cool. Very Halloween-y looking, I think. Putting the weenie in Halloween-y. Dogs are to mayonnaise what corn is to cereal. So, okay, corn makes... We turn corn into cereal, so we're turning dogs into mayonnaise? Is that what you're saying to me right now in my own chat in front of God and everyone, Flair? Custard maxing. I must be the only person who has infectious, intrusive thoughts. Yeah, they're viral. I am custard maxing. You're so right. None of us are custard maxing because the bat custard has been denied. They give it to you in an actual ceramic dish, and I have no idea what to do with all them. I think I know the brand you're talking about. Sorry, that thought is infected. Need to rub some alcohol before it gets worse. Important question, Vaporoni. You ever heard of a game called Cookies Bustle? I don't think so. Cookies Bustle. I gotta look this up. Cookies Bustle. I like this little bear guy. Wow. Does she have a gun? I do like it. Not sure what's going on here, but whatever it is, it's good, probably. Unless it's bad. And in which case you'll have to tell me, because I don't know. But it looks cute. That's called a cognito hazard. Oh, it is. There is a word for that. Yes. I remember because my friend Allison said that AI like chatbots are like a huge cognito hazard for certain types of mental illness. And I was like, what does that mean? And I looked it up and was like, you are right as usual, friend Allison. Speaking of friend Allison, I am going to be out of town next week to visit friend Allison. This is just a reminder. I will not be here on next Wednesday or next Friday. I'll return the following week. So, usual streams this week, skipping next week, and then I'm back mid-March. So starting streaming again on the 18th. Just in case anyone forgot or did not hear. Farbtone. Fartaboner. I also saw that post. It's a strange Japanese game, notorious since a copyright troll was taking down every instance of it, but they were stopped for good recently, so that's a win for game preservationists. Oh, weird. I wonder why they were doing that. That reminds me, I found a company called, and I implore you that you read this carefully because you are going to read it wrong the first time. Farbtone. Farbtoner. Oh, it's Farbtoner. Oh god, that's so fart boner. I also saw that post. Such a good term for it. Hope that's a good time with friend Allison. Thank you. It's always a good time with friend Allison. I've known Allison for maybe 10 years now. Allison's the goat. Allison's unbeatable. We're gonna go bird watching, and we're gonna play board games, and everything. Everything. The bear is actually Cookie. A 5-year-old girl believes she's a living teddy bear. Oh, I mean, I think she's right. Based on that image of her. Did my music stop? No, it's still going. Okay, cool. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I am Voltron. I shall take a sip. Cheers. 10 years. 10 years, says Toby. Exactly. I've got Allison tenure. They can't fire me. Hello there, Truly and everyone. Hi, I am Voltron. How you doing tonight? What am I going to do next? I'm going to think is what I'm going to do. I want to give this guy like a truly blackish blue scarf. So I'm just gonna mix really dark black with my ultramarine here. I'm annoyed lately that I keep on having to build up layers and layers and layers of gray for black in my paintings. It just takes a long time and it's really annoying. So this time I'm gonna try to go full sicko mode and use a lot of pigment to get the desired effect. So basically I'm mixing my paint darker than I usually would. Thicker, less water, more concentrated. Yeah, even that doesn't really look dark enough. I'm gonna keep adding more. I'm immediately disappointed. Okay, take two. Get the cat hair out of my brush. Continue. It does look pretty dark. We'll see how it dries. Okay, getting some more paint on the brush here. And adding the blue to the black will help make it more distinct from the dark brown fur, which is almost black in its color. And then I'm gonna switch to my little tiny brush, so small, and I'm gonna use it for the details. There we are. And then going back to the normal size brush to do, I wanted to do like a pattern of like white panels with black lines in between them. And then at the very bottom, a black fringe, which I'm basically going to make by cheating. I'm going to paint it as though it's solid and then use my white ink pen to make it look like real fringe. You know what, I think the idea of doing the black and white pattern on it was not good. It's going to be too busy. I'm actually just going to cover that up while I still have a chance and just do the fringe. I think that'll look better. There we go. Okay, I gotta catch up on the chat here. Doing a bit tired, but how am I going to miss giving you a visit? Oh, I see. It was .is. Well, thanks for coming by. Doing a bit tired. I already read that. Alice in 10 Years, my ska band Dry Custard's new album. I'm trying to think of a new nicknames for you, Vap. Truly a blackish blue scarf. Vaporoni is good, but we can have more as a treat. Alvapone was good. How do we feel about Vaporoo? Ooh, I like that. How's everyone holding on? I'm holding on okay. I got a lot of sleep last night, so that helped. I was really tired. I blended ultramarine with brown like burnt umber or burnt sienna to make black, but that might not be black enough for you, Vap. Yeah, I like my lamp black. I worked today with my curly little red hands. Boulder, I know you know this, but you're a fucking genius. What? Vap Rat, great nickname. The voice of Mario in the movies. I was more thinking of a rhyme of... Rap Rat! Oh my gosh, I forgot about the Rap Rat. How beautiful. I missed the randomness of this chat. I feel home. Crisp Rat. I'm just as random, so yeah. The old whiteout trickaroo. Now I'm thinking of Quiznos since they had Crispy Rat. No, they didn't. I am Voltron is in a 5-stream streak. I did not have Crispy Rat Quiznos. Charlie Brown did not have hose. Oh my god. Y'all are killing me. Quiznos did have a good cheddar broccoli soup, though, I'll say that. It was downright delicious. I can relate to a sleeping day. I like my coffee like I like my lamp. Black. So true. My IRL friends in town have got like turbo baby fever at the moment. My 2 of my friends just had a kid last week. Their baby was just born, and then 2 more friends just announced their pregnancies this weekend. So it's gonna be like a daycare in San Diego pretty soon. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited though, because I don't have kids, so I can just be like, you know, auntie who comes and plays video games with the kids and walks away, which is ideal. Yeah, it was just so funny, the like back-to-back, like, oh, okay, they've had their kid, now no one's having a kid for a while. Oh, just kidding, everyone is. There we go. Doing the part of the cloak that comes up and around his neck. Like so. And then it meets right in the middle here. I'm just gonna have the clasp be black. Oops, my music needs to be told to continue. Or does it? Well, I will in just a minute. I'm busy right now. Alright, music. You think now's the time? Are you sure? There we go, it's better. All the little details around his head and neck here. And I'm going to use this tiny brush also to get inside the magic spell over here, where it is a swirlin' and a whirlin'. Cat hair in my brush, not helpful. This is a nice remix of this song. you. Okay, let me catch up here. That's my cool new lamp black pun. Rhyming. They're rats, are they not? Vaporap battle. Vrap. Oh god, the Quiznos things. That ad was so unpopular. If it is bats, they look like it, kinda. If Quiznos or Subway introduced a crisp rat meat sandwich, would you be interested? I would wonder why we weren't eating at rats sooner. If they're good, I would be sort of suspicious, I guess, is how I'd put it. You know what you gotta do, Vap? You gotta make turbo milk for the turbo babies. Be sure to get your water tested, Katie. Those rats are advertising toasted sandwiches, and that makes them crispy rats. What is so incorrect about that fact, Catherine? Wow, I'm being bullied right now. I was catching up on the video. Never said the rats themselves were texturally crispy. Whip up a fresh batch of turbo milk, just like Uncle Zyler used to cook. Don't say cook! Unky Zyler. Maybe they're after a sunny day. Duty calls elsewhere. Gotta start hopping. See y'all. Good luck with the rest of the painting. Alright, catch you later, Notepad. Thanks for hanging out. Hello, Pink Dragon Sheep. Welcome to the chat. Today's mood. I am Voltron. Thank you for cheering 15 bits. Much appreciated. Okay, I want to do... He has like a sash. Or, oh my god, we've talked about this so many times before. It's not a sash, but it's the word for like a black... Is it a cummerbund? Not a black. It's the word for a waist, a cloth that sort of acts like a belt and goes around your waist. We've talked about it so many times. And I always forget. Massage? What? Well, I know that's not it. Katie works hard is not enough, but at least for a Dr. Pepper or a Coca-Cola. Oh, I could go for a Dr. Pepper right now. A belt. Cummerbund. It's a cummerbund. Twitch, pay them enough. Come on. I think Twitch should just mail Dr. Peppers to my house occasionally. It doesn't have to be like a lot, but just like, you know, 6-pack. Just as a little thank you. I think they should just do that for everyone. They should just have a Dr. Pepper sponsorship, and everyone who streams gets some Dr. Pepper sometimes. It'd be motivational too, because then if you're like, I'm tired, I don't feel like streaming this week, you can just remember your Dr. Pepper that's waiting for you. This is like Gumby all over again. I'm glad I could bring that kind of a special feeling into your heart, Toby. A Gumby kind of feeling all over again. Okay, this is looking a little better. I was kind of irritated with it at first, but I'm starting to see where I'm going with my own drawing. Thank goodness, thank goodness. I can tell this is just going to take a really long time. I'm wondering if I might I might even flip him upright to work on the face, just so I have more control over what I'm doing. It honestly is kind of hard to work on it upside down. More than I would have thought. Go figure. My 2026 prediction is they will in fact do that with Dr. Peeper, Peeps flavored Dr. Pepper. Wow. I hope so. We all got a little Gumby in our hearts. It's cholesterol. You're so right, Boulder. You are right, actually. That is true. It's true and you should say it. Okay, so the only thing left that needs its base color is his clothing. He has a sash, and I do actually mean a sash this time. He has a sash that comes down like this, and one that goes down like that. And then he's got some like gold markings on his clothing, like so. So I think I'm going to start with the blue bits of the clothing. I'm going to use some of my cobalt and some of my French ultramarine mixed with, what else? Black, of course. I want to make a really dark, rich blue. And when I work on the black parts of the cloak, I want to make them very distinctly black in comparison to this blue. The blue should look bright in comparison. Oh, I love this song. Painting is so like that sometimes. Just like, oh yes, finally, after hours of work, this looks like anything. Yeah, absolutely. I think lately I've been doing more high effort sketches, so I get like pretty happy with the sketch, but then I have to actually color it, and as soon as I start coloring it, the sketch starts to look bad. It's just like, it's just this loop. And then I have to paint for a long time before the painting starts to look as good as the sketch did. I just have to truly grit my teeth and work through that, because it's like nothing bad is happening. It's just the normal process. But it feels like something bad is happening for sure. There's his little ears. Oh, whoa, Meowdy. Oh good, you didn't die or get kidnapped by the bold-ass baby ninjas. The BABN. There was a long pause of silence. Yeah, I'm just really focused. Mix in some smalt. Oh, small, small, small. Everyone starts pounding the table with their fists. I feel like high effort sketches lead to the best paintings though, or at least good shapes in a sketch mean a great final result. Yes, absolutely. I remember reading years ago where someone basically said if you're not happy with the sketch, you're never going to be happy with the final result. And I do think that's a little bit of an overstatement, but it's generally true. Oh god, yeah, looking good though, thank you. The dip between the nice sketch and the nice paint. I kinda hate the sketch part of painting somewhat. I just want to paint, not spend forever on sketching before I can lay down nice layers. The caterpillar chrysalis goop stage, I feel that, Chylith. I feel like there are painters who can just paint without sketching, but I'm certainly not one of them. Yeah, I think... I feel a lot more comfortable doing that if I'm just working on a piece for fun. But, working on stuff for Rainforest is I feel a lot more pressure for sure, because I know it's gonna be printed, so I need to make it look good. And that's hard. Okay, I'm gonna flip him around. He's looking a little Nosferatu in this position, but that's okay. Because I want to work on his face with some degree of control. So I need to flip all my references over too, so I can see what's what. Flip vertical. There we go. Just zoom in on these beautiful little bat faces. Oh, he's so cute. Little spectacle bat. Let's see. Depends on the style you want to convey. I feel like that takes a really strong visual library. Character and detail work can be hard even with a sketch. He's a bat. It all makes sense. I can do that for more some whimsical backgrounds and stuff, but realistically for most things I super need a sketch. I feel like I've seen artists who can do, like, usually they're working on hot press paper, so it's a lot smoother. And I've seen artists who can do really nice, like they use the pencil as their line art because their pencil work is like really nice and smooth. But since I'm working on really coarse paper, my pencil work tends to be really rough. Like Heikala, who I'm always talking about in here. That person always just leaves the pencil like right there and then like uses it as part of the look because their pencil is so smooth and silky. Someday I'd like to get to that point. Sounds nice. But I'm just a messy sketcher. That's something I always have to account for in when I'm sending like commission sketches to people. I have to clean them up a lot because it's like, oh god, you can't actually see what's going on here, can you? And why would you be able to, honestly? It's madness. Gonna make his face more fuzzy and dark. Those for Atu. Which ones? I'll never say. He looks so weird right side up. Whoops, 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 sorry. Dropping my phone everywhere. Do, do, do. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. He's a bat. It all makes sense. I can do that for... I already read that. That was for too. I love to have a sketch down also. Fab, quick, this song, what is it? I need to know. That wasn't a very quick response. Right now, yeah, there's no playlist. I don't know. Let's go back. Hang on. Is it this one? Messy Sketch Gang. That's so real. I was wondering if you're thinking Hey Kala, the one before the version of Jubilife. Now this one's Jubilife. I don't know what this is. I can sometimes pull up a comic panel without much of an underlying sketch, but I'm working digitally for that, so it's a lot less high stakes. Yeah, exactly. That's the trouble I run into. I can't afford it. Yes, this one. Ads. Yeah, I don't know what this song is. It's very pleasant. I don't really recognize it. You ever tried drawing with a pencil and also after doing the watercolor, using watercolor pencil for details or retouches? Oh gosh, way back in the day I used to use watercolor pencil. I haven't used it in a really long time because I couldn't really master... I wanted more of a feeling of control out of it than I got, so it was frustrating for me, but I think these days I'd probably have fun. I have a bunch of watercolor pencils in a drawer, I just haven't used them in a dog's age. I remember I had this friend in like, oh my gosh, she was in like youth group or something with me. And she was just like, do you want to buy these from me? And I was just like, I was so confused that I was like, okay. This was before I was, you know, a watercolor artist. She knew I was into art, but I was just very confused at the offer to buy them. But I did say yes, mostly because I was really confused, which is a valid sales tactic. So I bought them. I think I sort of came to this loose conclusion of like, well, I guess she must need the money. Probably. I don't know. Very, very confusing, very random, but here we are. Boo, boo. Feels like a store feeling, like a song that plays when you're buying stuff in a store. Yeah, it does feel that way. That could be easier for this type of detailed work. I feel like watercolor pencil to add detail is messy or harder to add detail compared to just painting it. I've seen some people do straight up like normal colored pencil on top of watercolor, and that I've enjoyed. Thanks for following, Squiddly. Maybe Squid Ellie. That would make more sense. Okay, I want to do like a bronze sort of color for the little like medals on his belt, which is kind of a hard color to do, but I'll try. I wanted to do the same thing for this U-shaped pattern on his clothes. God, honestly, I feel like I might just be working on this right way up the rest of the time. This is way easier. I was really struggling with the upside down-iness of it all. The upside downiness. That place from Stranger Things. I'm not approving that, Boulder. Get auto-modded, chump. Toby says, when I was doing clay stuff regularly, I learned that there was a thing that's basically like watercolor pencil for clay. I want to try it out sometime, and it's 15 bucks a pencil. Whoa! What is it called? Haven't tried them? I haven't tried them. I haven't, but haven't ventured on it. I've done normal colored pencil before. It's a different style or effect. I wouldn't do it regularly personally, but if you're going for that look, it's pretty neat. I do colored pencils on top of watercolors pretty frequently. That's right, you do. I think it's like a tool to ease up processes. I gotta break out my Holbein colored pencils for that again sometime. They're fairly opaque as colored pencils go, so it's good for highlight touch-ups, etc. The upside down butt. My Twitch just crashed. Oh no. In the evil universe, it's normaler things and they go the right side up. Toby, something you'll be glad to hear is that we got a lot of feedback from pretty much every single playtest group said that they were annoyed that they didn't get to stay in sunny Upside Town for the Cosmic Crocodile Festival. So people are getting to stay and do a night, well, not really a night, an afternoon at the festival. And one of the stalls you can buy, like, you know, if you go to like any town, they have t-shirts that are like, I love New York. We're gonna have t-shirts that are I love sunny Upside Town, but they're gonna be like super bootleg. So they're gonna be like, I love sunny side uptown. I love Sunnyvale. Stuff like that. It's so stupid. It really makes me laugh. And there's gonna be bug racing, and there's gonna be a theater show and a log roll competition, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't think there was a single group that let us off the hook for chasing the party out of the starting town before the festival. Every single group was like, hey man, what the fuck's wrong with you? So, I mean, I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you'd want to stay. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Clay is getting it all polished up now. What will I do next? I think I'll just do all the general blue on his outfit. I went to the Crocodile Festival in sunny Upside Town and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. Exactly. Because we were trying, in some ways, we also needed to solve a design problem, which is that between the cooking system, which is now in the game, and the mushroom sandwiches, which have become more elaborate and kind of more complex, I guess you could say, players basically needed some kind of a tutorial section just to get their sea legs under them before just getting thrown into the wilderness, which has very few NPCs in it. So we were like, you know what, why don't we just let people stay in town for one afternoon and do festival stuff, and some of the games at the festival can essentially be like tutorial games on like how to make a mushroom sandwich or how to do canopy combat or whatever. So 2 birds, 1 stone. We're very happy with it. Because we basically have that with the log boat ride. You're learning how to do a skill challenge in mandatory gameplay. It doesn't feel like a tutorial, but it essentially is. So we were like, okay, well, why don't we just do that more places? Alright, almost done with this. Just gonna put this layer on. called Underglaze Pencil. Wow, I've never heard of this. Dang, it is expensive though. That's really convenient. They don't show it, but I think you can blend it with water a little. Fire alarm goes off. Pork chop sandwiches! You should have one solicitor mimic trying to sell stuff in a dark alleyway as a treat. The tutorial there can be, don't buy from a salesman in a dark alleyway, is starting to look really good. It's coming together well. Thank you, Chylith. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Yeah, the colors are pretty, like, crazy, but I'm doing a lot more paintings lately with colors that are, like, totally new and different for me, so I think it's just... I'm gonna have to sit with the discomfort if I want to get any better. And I really do want to get better. God, I want it more than anything, so... Here we are. And darkening some of the black sections that need to be more intense. Whoa, that was close. Just splattered some paint onto my desk, but not onto the painting, and that's what counts. Alright, there's some of the black parts made more intense. Dude, did you drop something? Says Baldur. The other problem with underglazed pencils, which I know about because someone at that class used one, is that using them sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Problem? You mean advantage, right? Yeah, if it's PvP ceramics. Maybe you're right. It could be weaponized. Thanks for redeeming Hydrate. Discomfort equals improvement, which is why it's important to drink your daily paint water now, no matter how uncomfortable. It's full of good heavy metals and minerals and vitamins. God, it really is. Thank you. And thank you for redeeming Big Stretch. I really like how the bat's face looks. The eyes and markings are very good. Thank you, thank you. These are one of those critters that's just like, dang, I think everyone should know about this animal because it's so cool looking. It's so anime. Remember to stretch to get all those paint vitamins through your veins. Oh god. Bat's batting it up real good. He's batting it up crazy style. Whoops. I forgot to go in and do this. Oops, oops, oops. It's so funny looking at him right side up like this. He's almost doing like a sort of a religious Jesus saint kind of pose, like in those old icons, you know, with the hands up. Because it looks like he's standing up really tall, the way that they draw Jesus sometimes. Is that just me? Am I just entering into some form of psychosis after this long of drawing a bat? Maybe. I'll never tell. Meow, 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 meow. He's made of bats. It's bat cookies. Thanks for following. Maybe Juno. Okay, darkening up this part of his wing. I like the way that dark brown and orange looks together. You like wouldn't think it would work, but it kind of does. That like peachy orange. Let's see. Looks like he's wearing a top hat in the wrong place. Oh my god, I totally see it. It's falling off of him. A top hat backpack. You're onto something, Vap. This reminds me I found some art recently that I gotta share. Bats, bats, bats. Gotta kiss those bats. Kissing all the truthy bats. Behold. Oh boy, let's see what we got here. That's really good. It's like Slender Man and the Lord all in one. Dark brown is just like orange that's turned evil, so it makes sense they look good together. Wow. Word. It's a good look, very fall. It is, it is. It's funny, both of my friends, the two friends who are having babies, both of their babies are due like mid-October. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have Halloween babies. There's gonna be so many little children dressed in strange Halloween outfits, and I, for one, am very excited. I need some more ultramarine. Slender Christ! October is the best birth month. I have no biases as child. It'd be funny if you weren't even born in October. You just against your own interests are vouching for October babies. I don't even like this song. Why am I like singing along to it? It's just so impressively like annoying and earwormy. I have to like respect it. You know what I mean? Halloween babies! Aunt Katie is gonna trick-or-treat birthday. Next hot new Halloween costume is Five Guys Sleaze. She's a Slender Man. I almost said Sleaze Gender Man. I'm just gonna go ahead and type that and then pin it because I want to think about that a little more. Alright, let's go ahead and just set that. Yep, okay, great. Sleaze Gender Man. Good, good. Welcome back, Kiwi. I'm doing really well tonight, as you can hear and see and think of your own accord. On that note, I need to get ready for bed, so Delta. Delta's like, I gotta go feed my my zebra. Bye. Good night, Delta. Thanks for hanging out. New drag name, new drag name. Night night, everyone. Misusing that as Sleazy Gander Man like a goose. Someone please commission Katie to paint our new stream hero, Sleaze Gender no, this gender man's really getting me. I could, like, feel it. I was just about to say it, and then I was like, no, you're doing a spoonerism, flip that around. But then I had to inspect the spoonerism in my mind. I had to rotate it like an apple in my brain to see what treasures it held. And boy, did it come through for me. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a good job making this guy very opposites to this guy. Let's put them next to each other. If I can fit it on the camera, I probably can't. Let me try zooming the camera out a little more. Okay, if I zoom out 100% of the way, you could probably see both of them together. No, not really. Well, kind of. We've got what is it that people say? Would you rather have gay son or thought daughter? Here we've got gay son or thought daughter bat edition. Up to you which one is which. I'll never tell. There we go. Flip him back around. I need to work on his legs a little more. They're looking extremely unrendered. Cringily unrendered legs. How embarrassing. It's the rival name that I would pick in Pokemon. Sleazus Genderman, unholy son of Arceus. Getting ready for my Pokopia stream. May start momentarily. Sounds good, Blade. I hope you enjoy it so much. I'm almost done streaming. Bye, booty. Do thy twerk. Lovely, folks. Gay son, thought daughter, Sleazus Genderman. These bats are the new babies that'll be born in October. It's okay. Good for them, says Toby. Except that's not what he said. He said, good door them, gawked for them. I'm typing like a champ tonight. Wow, I can see the automata's afraid of gay son, thought daughter, or Sleazus Genderman. Sleazus Genderman's one of those phrases where I'm like, God, I bet someone's thought of this before. I bet someone out there has, well, maybe not. I don't know. It somehow I feel like I've got like a spiritual brother somewhere out there who's had this terrible thought before and is cursed and burdened by it. Maybe I'll find him someday. And we can lament. You know, it's like heavy is the head that wears the gender crown. As they say. Alright, there's the inside of this foot. I'll do some more detailed rendering later, but that's a good start. The curse of knowledge, you know what you must do, add it to your search history. Except it's not knowledge, but it's definitely cursed. As they say. Who says Vap? You know, they. Them. I do, I'm always saying this. I agree, Toby. Time to Google Sleazus Genderman Vap. Okay, fine. It's gonna correct me. It's gonna be like, are you sure you didn't mean Jesus Slenderman? Okay. Sleazus Genderman. See where it takes us. Why not read Blade? Oh, that's a good idea. I'm scared, this precious kitty. Do you remember that time Toby Fox joined on chat, or was it a stream? Was it a dream? That was definitely a dream. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here. I'm seeing... Someone said Sleazus Christ before. There are literally 2 hits when I Google Sleazus Genderman. One of them is using Grok AI to swap their gender, and I don't know why it's coming up on this search. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. No one has ever Sleazus that Genderman before. That's incredible. Remember that time? God. Can you imagine if Toby Fox joined a chat? That would be crazy. I think I would just have to stop. Okay, let's go ahead and send her right over to Blade. She's just about to get started. Raid messages truly a raid as usual. I gotta go rest my back because it's super tired. Whoops, raid, not aid. Well, I guess aid is good too. Go lend her aid. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I will see you on Friday. I'm taking next week off, as you know, and then I will see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Raid message Sleaze's Genderman. Hope your back feels better. Thank you. Seems like a dream I had, like one with a Corvette. Goodbye. Stay soggy.
That do be a raid. Welcome in, trulyavaporeon and friends. Yes. I did not expect you to do that. Thank you, Vap. You're a treasure, you know that. Give me just a second, guys. Sleaze's Genderman is your raid message. Sleaze's Gender. Okay. Oh, it's really funny. Okay, so just full disclosure, guys. Pokopia is